Hey guys, this is Melissa for Into Boxing, and I am delighted to be joined by the man who just had his pro debut, Jeamie TKV. How you doing?
I'm all good. Just happy to get the ball rolling and get my first debut out of the way.
Obviously, it was a little 4-rounder in the old heavyweight division. Big hitters you guys obviously are. Do you feel like your opponent gave you something to think about tonight?
He did. He, you know what? I was wary of how he was coming in with his head. I was scared to even get a cut on my head. I was just wary about getting cut. Obviously, my first fight, it won't be a good thing because as he throws his punches, he comes in with his head. You can see the marks on my head. But, he's tough. He can take a shot and he comes to fight.
Obviously, I was watching the fight and it looked like across the rounds, you were developing a little bit more momentum as the rounds went on, like maybe gaining in confidence. Obviously, it's your pro debut. I'm sure that there are some nerves involved. What can you tell me about sort of like your psychology coming into this fight? How were you feeling walking out in there?
You know what? In general, it's been a long week. And so in general, it's been a long week. And it's just been a long process. But then when we got here, when I heard the people chanting my name, screaming my name, it kind of cooled me down a little bit. But when I got in there and he came to fight, I said, whoa, this ain't going to be an easy one. So he kind of caught me off guard in the first round. But second and third, fourth, I started getting into my rhythm. I felt like if we had maybe 2 more rounds, I would have got him out of there. Even 1 more round, probably would have got him out of there.
You're a standout amateur. You were a standout amateur. You're a pro now, obviously. I'm sure that there's a huge difference. They're really different sports if you actually think about it. What are some of the main differences that you experienced tonight coming out as a pro compared to your amateur pedigree?
The difference in terms of the main difference is the atmosphere. It's just all different from the amateurs. There's more on the line. Like I said, there's more on the line. This is your career. Anything that goes wrong, that's you. That's your life. That's your career. The amateurs, you learn. So that's the big difference. So there's more on the line with the pro. So a lot of nerves weigh you down and stuff like that.
Do you feel that because you've got this subconscious thought that there's actually more on the line, there's more at stake here? Do you feel like that impacted your performance going in?
I would say a little bit. But you know what? The next one is not going to be none of that. None of the nerves. I'll be more ready and prepared for it.
Do you know what, Jeamie? I'm really sensing from you that you're not super happy with the performance itself. No, yeah. How are you feeling?
Do you know what? Out of 10, I rate myself a 4. I feel like I can do better.
A 4?
You know what? A lot of people are surprised when I'm saying that. I haven't watched it back yet, so we'll see. Maybe I'll rate myself better when I look back at it.
It's really interesting, actually, because I just spoke to Spencer Oliver and I asked him for his immediate reaction to yours and also Shannon Ryan's pro debut. And he said that for both of you, they were fantastic debuts. Both of the boxers should be really proud of themselves. And it's a really good first step. Does that give you does that console you at all?
Yeah, it does. It does, because I'm going off what I felt in that ring. So, because I'm going off of what I felt in that ring, is like I'm judging myself from that. But when other people are saying it and seeing it, saying that I did well and that, so. But anyways, we'll watch it back and maybe I'll give myself a better score. Let's put it that way.
You had a massive crowd out there tonight supporting you. It really changed. I felt the energy in the room change as you came out and your crowd were going nuts. You could hear them shouting your name, really pumping into the atmosphere. Could you hear that in the ring, and how did that make you feel?
Yeah, it amped me up in the beginning, it amped me up. But obviously when that bell went, it got real. No matter how much people are shouting or whatever, it ain't gonna help you in that ring. So yeah, man, it got real. The first round obviously took me off, caught me off guard. But second, third, fourth, I got into it a bit more. So, yeah.
We've heard David Adelaide sing your praises, and he's not someone who sings praises very often. And also, you're a name in the heavyweight division. Obviously we've got a really important heavyweight fight coming up. It's really important for the British boxing fans. Tyson Fury v Dilly and White. What's your prediction?
I ain't really got a prediction, but I just know it's going to be a firework. Lots of fireworks. It's going to be a great fight. Hopefully they can come to an agreement and do a press conference together, because I know that's going to be a lot of fireworks as well, because both of them are characters. But I just can't wait for the whole thing. Yeah.
So if you had to give a prediction, what would you go for?
It's 50-50. Let me just leave it as that. 50-50.
Such a diplomatic.
Any man can win. as long as they put in the work and they do what they do, any man can win.
Obviously, you know, we'll let you go in a second. I can see like you've just finished your fight, you want to go get a change, etc. But once you are changed and you're out back at ringside, which fights are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Wait for the final. The main event, which is Dion Juma and Richard Riapo. That's going to be a great fight. Not many know that that's going to be a great fight, but I know. I know both of them. Sparred both of them. Used to train with Dion. So yeah, man. For me, that's a great fight. Tough fight for both.
As someone who sparred both of them, yeah, this is like a bit of insider trading right now, yeah. As someone who sparred both of them, if you had to put money on it, what would you put money on?
Oh, you can't do this to me. I would have nowhere to put my money. To be honest, I would have been bet on that. Honestly, I wouldn't put my money on that. That's me risking the loss because anything can happen. Anything can happen, personally.
I really love your diplomacy, Jeamie. I really appreciate how actually diplomatic you've been throughout this whole interview. I tried to draw you out, but it's not.
I know people tried. Yeah, I'm prepared for it.
Yeah, I know it's not your first rodeo. Jeamie, many congratulations on your first win. We look forward to seeing you back out there again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.